We all grew up eating chicken pot pie, but I bet you've never had it like this. Meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. First things first, let's go ahead and prep our vegetables. We're getting the party started with a classic mirepoix, which is composed of celery, carrots, and onions. We're gonna go ahead and peel and dice those. We also have some potatoes and mushrooms that we're gonna prep. All right, so the mirepoix is prepped. It's time to go ahead and prep our potatoes. So we're gonna peel these. We got some Yukon Golds today. They're nice and buttery and smooth. This is gonna be something that's gonna help thicken up the soup a little bit, give it a little bit more heartiness, since we're not using the pastry today. You know, totally optional, guys, for my keto folks out there. If you want to leave the potatoes out, you can. But we're going to add some to ours today, a couple cups. So the main pain point or reasons people don't like cooking is a lot of times it has to do with the prep work. That's usually the hardest part of cooking. So if you get all your prep work done and out of the way and you do it efficiently, it takes a lot of the workload off of you during the cooking process in general. So highly recommend go ahead and getting organized and getting your prep work done like you see today. It'll make your life a lot easier in the kitchen. Nice small bites on the potato, something that'll fit on the spoon. This recipe is super easy, guys. We grabbed us a rotisserie chicken for $5 on sale. You could even use that leftover turkey if you still got some. Hopefully you don't. You get these in the mixing bowl and get them nice and clean. Next up, we have some mushrooms. Feel free to use whatever your favorite are. We got some white ones today, but you can use Bella, Portobello, whatever works. What I love about soup recipes is it gives you the opportunity to utilize all the veggies you got in your fridge. And we got some mushrooms today, so we're gonna add those to the party along with our mirepoix, some frozen peas and carrots, and of course the potatoes. It's gonna give these mushrooms a nice rough chop. Again, you want them to be spoon size, so cut them down nicely. In my opinion, one of the most underrated ingredients at the grocery store is a rotisserie chicken. A lot of times you get them on sale, even cheaper than if you were to buy a fresh chicken. This one looks like it got cooked a few times, but it's gonna work well for the soup. I don't know what part of the chicken that is. We're gonna go ahead and remove the butcher twine, save the wings for your snack. And then we're gonna remove all of the bone, skin, and cartilage, chop the meat up, and add it to our soup. And now, my friends, it's time to get to cooking. We got our Dutch oven heated over medium heat. We got a half a stick of butter in there. Still kind of the holiday season. If you want to go quarter stick, I'm not gonna be mad at you. But for the rest of us, we're going in with a half stick. We're gonna sweat down our mirepoix, get it nice and toasty, cook down those veggies quite a bit, and then add our flour for the roux. So once that butter is nice and melted, and go to mirepoix with the mushrooms. Let that cook down nicely. Tons of veggies in this dish. Lots of butter too, so hey, balance. If you notice any of the mushroom pieces are a little too big for your liking, just use your spatula and break them up a little bit. They'll cook down during the cooking process as well. All right, next up we're going in with some flavor enhancers. Here I have a tablespoon of garlic paste. Feel free to use fresh garlic if you like. We also have a tablespoon of Italian herb paste. Don't sleep on this stuff, guys. It's really good. You can also dice up your own veggies or your own herbs, I meant to say. We're also going in with a teaspoon of Better Than Bouillon chicken base. That's gonna amplify the chicken flavor. It's gonna add a little MSG to the party. And just some nice concentrated flavor for your soup. We're gonna add all of that in. We got some fond developing on the bottom of the skillet, which is exactly what you wanna see. The veggies are cooking down beautifully. It's time to begin seasoning. I'm gonna begin with my all-purpose seasoning with just a blend of salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, a few other spices. If you're at home and you don't have this, just use salt and pepper or whatever your favorite AP seasoning is. Also have a little bit of smoked paprika, just to add a little smokiness and some color. I'm also gonna add a little bit of red pepper flakes just for some behind the scenes heat. If you don't want any heat, you can leave it out, or you can use some cayenne as well. We're looking to just balance the flavors here, guys. You can immediately smell that smoked paprika. Smells amazing. And at this point, we're gonna go ahead and add a 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. This is effectively gonna make a roux, which is gonna be the thickening agent for our soup. We're gonna cook that off for about a minute or two, and then go in with 6 cups of good quality chicken broth. So 6 cups or 1.5 quarts, 4 cups per quart. So that's an easy way to remember that. So 1.5 of these. We'll bring that up to a boil. Continue to season. Then we're gonna get our potatoes in there, get those nice and tender, add in the chicken, a little cream. You got yourself a delicious soup. So you want to give the potatoes a good 15 to 20 minutes at a nice gentle simmer so they get nice and tender. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and add in our chopped chicken, followed by our frozen peas and corn. And now it's time to plate this up. Brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys, looking good. The only thing left to do is find my spoon and dig in for the taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, it is time for the moment of truth. I've waited long enough. It's hot, Jesus. Here we go. Hold on. Got an eyelash in my eye. Skipped it. That's a fill-in. All right, ready? Chicken pot pie is a classic comfort food. Chicken pot pie is a...
Chicken pot pie is one of...
First things first, let's prep our veggies. So today we have a classic mirepoix, which is composed of celery, onion. I'm about to say bell pepper. First things first, let's go ahead and prep all of our vegetables. We're getting started with a classic mirepoix, which is a combination of celery, carrot, and I keep wanting to say bell pepper. Celery, onion, and carrot. Save the wings for your snack.